third. But MCOD, why am I didn't know you? Sisiala, or there, Nash so, and Nasser. Yajibaman, as a friend of Quaja, or today Basa, not for Domini, Wakasa.
Thank you. On Janet Tabunum. Until Friend Quaja, all the kind, or told Suman, when Janet Tabunum, or the Ma Quaja, or today being only here in the line and paying His Excellency, Professor Moss. And this all told Suman. Or the Tabodama helping His Excellency President John Mahama. We shall be here. We have a second. The Tabone try you. The Yehu. Nti Mijina Afadom our Ganina who name him. Yet the Tabon had the minister. Well, Nereja, Yameoba, Yusko. Amen.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Thank you so much. Can we have the National Council of Fishermen,
Fishermen and Fishmongers Conference. This historic gathering reaffirms our shared commitment to safeguarding Ghana's fisheries and enhancing the resilience of our coastal communities. And I want to take the opportunity to congratulate the Honorable Emiliata, Minister of Fisheries and Aquaculture, for this great, innovative idea in calling this conference. We gather at a moment when the world is preparing to observe World Fisheries Day on 21st November, a reminder that safeguarding our oceans and coastal resources is not only a national duty, but also an international obligation we must uphold for this generation and the next. The theme of this year's conference, Resetting Fisheries, Chief Fishermen and Fishmongers as Guardians and Partners in Sustainable Fisheries Management, is timely and visionary. It places our traditional leaders, that is our Chief Fishermen and Queen Fishmongers, at the very center of our national fisheries management reset agenda. This leadership role is neither symbolic nor ceremonial. It is essential. The fisheries sector supports the livelihoods of over 3 million Ghanaians and supplies more than 60% of the protein that is consumed in Ghana. Our artisanal subsector, led by Chief Fishermen and Queen Fishmongers, support communities across the central, Greater Accra, Western, and the Volta regions. These communities form the cultural and economic backbone of Ghana's coastal heritage. And yet the sector faces unprecedented risks and challenges, and we must confront these realities honestly. Illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing continues to undermine our fish stocks. Unapproved gear, light fishing, transshipment at sea, popularly called cycle, and disregard for close season all threaten the sustainability of our marine environment. Climate change is also intensifying these stresses, warming waters, changing patterns of fish migration, and increasing coastal erosion. The consequences of these are visible: declining catches, falling incomes, worsening poverty, and growing uncertainty for many families whose livelihoods depends on the sea. These challenges demand a united discipline and well-coordinated response. My administration has taken decisive steps to develop a sustainable modern fisheries sector rooted in science, tradition, and community participation. And so, the passage of the Fisheries and Aquaculture Act 2025, which is Act 1146, is a landmark legislation and establishes a modern framework for governance, enforcement, and conservation. It aligns Ghana with international standards and enhances our ability to combat IUU fishing. Key innovations in this legislation include extension of the inshore exclusive zone from 6 nautical miles to 12 nautical miles to protect artisanal fishers. The formal law gave 6 nautical miles protected for artisanal fishers. This law has extended it to 12 nautical miles for artisanal fishing. Enhanced penalties for IUU fishing and related offenses. A strengthened co-management framework that places chief fishermen and queen fishmongers at the heart of decision-making. Greater transparency and accountability in the use and protection of marine resources. The second is the establishment of Ghana's first marine protected area. Cabinet recently approved the creation of the Cape 3 Points Marine Protected Area. This area will serve as a sanctuary for rebuilding fish stocks, protecting biodiversity, and ensuring a long-term ecological balance of our ocean. The third is our National Blue Economy Strategy. Our forthcoming strategy is built on 6 key pillars: blue wealth, blue health, blue knowledge, blue finance, blue equity, and blue safety and security. This will harness Ghana's marine and coastal resources for sustainable and inclusive national growth. Now let me talk about the role of chief fishermen and queen fishmongers. This conference underscores the fundamental truth that no reform will succeed without your leadership. Historically, chief fishermen and queen fishmongers ensured discipline. They allocated landing spaces, they enforced the non-fishing days, they mediated disputes, and maintained order at the landing sites and in the markets. Though times have changed with market shifts, reduced institutional support, and political interference, your authority and legitimacy has remained strong, and I congratulate you for that. I pledged that this government will restore respect and formalize your roles. Let me announce some key directives to strengthen your leadership and fisheries management. The first is integration into co-management structures. Chief fishermen and queen fishmongers will be formally included in all fisheries co-management committees and structures. The second is legal recognition for community bylaws. Traditional councils and district assemblies will be assisted in formalizing and implementing traditional bylaws on non-fishing days. So instead of it just being tradition, we're going to put it in the bylaws to enforce non-fishing days, restricted gear, and community surveillance. The Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture will enhance community-based surveillance and establish direct reporting lines to facilitate the early detection of illegal activities. The fourth is capacity building at the Anomabo Fisheries College. After the full operationalization of the Fisheries College, structured training will be provided in fisheries law, compliance and enforcement, conflict resolution, financial management, marine safety, and post-harvest handling and value addition. The fifth is incorporation of indigenous knowledge. Traditional ecological knowledge will be integrated into stocks assessment, closed season planning, and coastal resource management. This incorporation of indigenous knowledge inspired my decision to appoint Mr. John Dramani, also known as Manoma, as the Presidential Advisor on Indigenous Knowledge and Traditional Practices. We also recognize the role of the fisheries sector by appointing Madam Na Komle Ajete as a member of the prestigious Council of State of Ghana. Again, for the fifth point, this year, 50 million cedis has been allocated for procurement of outboard motors and fishing inputs for fishers and fishmongers. We are also going to launch an initiative for clean beaches. And so the fishers are going to be involved. We're going to employ people to clean the beaches and make sure that our beaches are clean. You can give us your children, we'll employ them to help clean the beaches for us, and we'll pay them a monthly allowance. Exemption from closed season fishing. As you are aware, artisanal fishers have been exempted from the closed season. So I encourage you to reciprocate by not doing anything illegal during the closed season. We're also in the process of acquiring 2 new offshore patrol vessels for the Ghana Navy to be able to patrol our shores. And then finally, in this year's budget 2026, money has been allocated for the establishment of 2 fish markets, one in Dambai in the Oti region and the other in Shama district. I've noted your request for a fish market in Accra, and I wish to say that it will receive favorable consideration. My dear Chief Fishermen and Queen Fishmongers, the future of Ghana's fisheries depends on what we collectively commit to today. I therefore urge you to champion responsible fishing practices, lead community education and discipline, work closely with enforcement agencies, support peace, unity, and elimination of illegal practices, and stand firm as guardians of our marine resources. As we celebrate World Fisheries Day 2025, let us renew our dedication to building a future in which Ghana's fisheries are scientifically managed, community-led, economically viable, climate resilient, and equitable to all, especially women who play a critical role across the value chain. The well-being of millions of people depends on the decisions we make today. And so let us move forward in unity, honoring our traditions, embracing science, enforcing discipline, and securing the resources entrusted to us by nature. Together, we can develop a thriving, inclusive, and sustainable blue economy that will nourish our people, strengthen our communities, and protect our national heritage for future generations to come. It is therefore my great honor to declare the National Chief Fisherman and Queen Fishmongers Conference duly open. I wish you all a happy International Fisheries Day. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. I thank you.
But MCOD, why am I doing no way? Sisiala, or there, Nash so Nasarin, Yajibaman, as a friend Quaja, or today Basa, not for Domini, Wakasa Chairman.
Where we'll call on the Ghana National Canoe Fishermen's Council, please make your way up to the stage as soon as they leave the stage. Ghana.
Falankwa. The membri Fali Biala or Habialan Swan. On Janet Tabunum. Until Fali Quaja, all the kind, Otto Sumin, when Janet Tabunum. Or the ma, Quaja, out of the being, only here in the line and paying His Excellency, Professor Moss. Anna, this auto summon, or the Tabona ma, helping His Excellency, President John Mahama. We shall be here, Biabaseko, a Tabuna Shayu, the Yehu, Mijina, Afadom, our Ghana, who name him, had the tabun, had the minister. Well, Nereja, Yameoba, Yusko, Amen.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Thank you so much. Can we have the National Canoe Fishermen Council? Can we have the Honorable Fisheries Minister up on the stage as well? And then, please, let's stand by for the photographs. Please make your way to the corner to join this, get up on the stage as soon as this presentation is done. Volta Region, take right now to join the President and the Minister. Volta Region, up on the stage. Join the President and the Minister. Western Region, last one, our hosts, Greater Accra. Yes, Central.
Oh, hi, this is Jackie and you are watching Morris TV.
Please subscribe to Morris TVGA.